Ayn Rand's life and philosophy. An exploration. Ayn Rand was an American philosopher and writer who is best known for her novel Atlas Shrugged and its associated works of fiction. She is also recognized as an authority on objectivism, a philosophical philosophy that holds that reality is objective, existential realism, and individualism. Rand was born in 1923 in the town of Auburn, New York, to a middle-class family. She grew up in a Jewish home and later married an Orthodox Jew in 1942. While living in the Catskills region of New York State, Rand became interested in philosophy and began writing essays on her experiences. Ayn Rand's life and philosophy. In her life and philosophy, Ayn Rand was a philosopher who believed in individualism and the purpose of life. She also promoted capitalism, feminism, and libertarianism. She was also an avid reader, and thus an author of many books, such as Atlas Shrugged, The Fountainhead, and The Fountainhead: How the World's Most Famous Novel Changed My Life. She was a libertarian feminist. Ayn Rand was born in Russia in 1905 to a wealthy Jewish family. Her father died when she was young, and her mother and brother took care of her. She studied at the University of Moscow, where she met her future husband, Paul. Ayn Rand's background and experience. Ayn Rand was born in 1913 to a middle-class family in the town of Tver, Russia. She enrolled at the University of Moscow in 1937, after which she worked as a research assistant at the Russian Academy of Sciences. She moved to America in 1941 and became an American citizen. Rand began writing pieces for magazines and publishing books in 1943. Her ideas about individualism, capitalism, and bookkeeping were highly controversial at the time, but they have since been accepted as part of libertarianism by many people. In 1976, she published her most famous work, Atlas Shrugged, which has become an international bestseller. Rand's political views are often controversial. In the book, she takes a stance against government intervention in financial markets and as well as in politics. She also opposes gun control and immigration laws. Ayn Rand's work in philosophy. Ayn Rand's philosophy is based on the idea that there exists a difference between what is real and what is possible. She believes in the value of individual freedom, naturalism, and realism. Her philosophy is a combination of scientific thinking, egoism, and altruism. She wrote Ayn Rand's first novel, Atlas Shrugged, in 1957. It is a dystopian novel that focuses on the idea of materialism and individualism. Rand's philosophy has been criticized by many philosophers, politicians, and social critics. The ideas in her book are often opposed to those in her own political party. The book is also a commentary on objectivism. In the book, main character Dagny Taggart says that she holds very little interest in moral philosophy and is interested more in economic philosophy. The book is also a commentary on Rand's political views. Ayn Rand's thoughts on government and politics. Ayn Rand's thoughts on government and politics are not without controversy. Some people believe that she is a proponent of laissez-faire capitalism, while others believe that she is a supporter of state control over the economy. Regardless of her views, Rand's ideas on government and politics have been influential in contemporary society. What is Rand up to? Rand's philosophy is a system of objectivism. It is based on the idea that people are self-interested and that the best way to achieve one's goals is through being self-sufficient. Ayn Rand's thoughts on morality. Ayn Rand's thoughts on morality can be seen as a form of selfishness. For example, she said that virtue has no part in virtue. Once she was a proponent of objectivism and the ethical system of Ayn Rand's philosophy. She took issue with the idea that some people are born virtuous and others are not. She believed that everyone is born good, but that they lack the ability to be virtuous. In other words, she thought that there was no such thing as natural virtue. In conclusion, Ayn Rand's life and philosophy reflect her beliefs in individualism, free speech, and the importance of altruism. Rand believes that each person should be judged on their own merits and that society should be based on the protection of individual rights. She is considered one of the most influential voices in modern America.